The greatest value is if you can look at the whole process, transform that, and enable that with automation. My name is Gina Schaefer, and I lead the intelligent automation practice at Deloitte Consulting. So an intelligent automation suite of tools in and of itself provides a kind of a robust selection of tooling in the toolkit to apply to business process transformation. The suite of tools you can find in UiPath, for example, can get you very far in that journey. BPM is a complementary capability that can help you accelerate that. And BPM actually can help your organization look end-to-end at a business process. There's great opportunity to focus on a task in a business process, but really the greatest value is if you can look at the whole process, transform that, and enable that with automation. BPM is a key tool alongside the suite of capabilities in UiPath and RPA tooling to drive case management, to enhance human in the loop so that you can incorporate human decisions into an end-to-end business process. It's great at managing exceptions. So it's another powerful tool in the tool set that can really up your game in your ability to impact end-to-end business process. So anytime, a great application of these tools together is anytime there's a lot of exceptions or needs for human decisions in the process. And so simple RPA is great when you can beginning to end automate with the tooling. Sometimes RPA left to itself and there's an exception to process, it might kick off an email to a business user. Then that business user is required to manage all those exceptions in their inbox. And that's not the best way to organize an inbox. And so the tools together, automation with BPM, are great when there's an end-to-end process that requires human decisioning in the process to manage sort of multiple moving parts at the same time. And so kicking off decisions back to a human, right? And exceptions, rather than having to scan through all your emails, it's a normal flow in the business process using RPA and BPM. It's also a great marriage of the two capabilities because often the orchestrated workflow in BPM can assign tasks to human users requiring human decisioning, or it can assign the task to the digital workers to execute the task. So it's a great coordination or workflow orchestration of all those capabilities. Digital transformation requires a lot of capabilities. It requires that you look at your process end to end. It requires that you think disruptively about business process. The really cool thing about process redesign, I've been doing that for 30 years, right? We've called it different names. The really cool thing about disruptive or digital transformation today is that we've got a selection of capabilities and tooling that we didn't have before to impact the business process. If you think about Henry Ford and his famous quote where he said, if I'd asked the people what they'd wanted, they would have said faster horses, because they couldn't imagine what you could do with the tools that he had in mind. It's similar here in digital transformation. It requires a broad set of capabilities to apply to that and think differently about how you can impact the outcomes. Let's not just tweak, let's disrupt business process. And the ability to end-to-end orchestrate workflow, launch digital workers, digitize decision-making, all tools that we didn't have 5, 10 years ago, and they're going to continue to advance and get better. So what is the role of BPM and automation and digital transformation? It's key to it. It's foundational. Thinking about integrating the tooling and the cost required to ramp them up, it's like any other decision for an investment. You have to think about the ROI or the impact the tooling is going to have and how it's going to drive outcomes. I think today's set of tools, much more cost-effective in cloud-based solutions and consumption-based options, and really it comes down to the ROI. And given the ROI that you can drive with the integrated tool set, it generally is cost justified with a very small set of use cases. We would like our clients to think about, within digital transformation, intelligent automation and BPM being a tooling in that, kind of the three major things we'd want you to take away, that the tooling gives you the ability to end-to-end impact or transform a business process with digital technologies. That requires both the knowledge of the tooling and the capabilities, as well as the business process and the industry and the sector and business issues. We're not hammers looking for nails. We're here to solve problems leveraging the latest in automation and BPM technology. The other important takeaway relative to the topic is This allows our clients that have a maturing automation program that are looking to take things to the next level. It gives them an expanded capability to think really transformationally about how they drive end-to-end process automation, like they couldn't with a single set of tools.